So today let's talk about what might seem like a boring PR and business topic, risk and mitigation. Boring until we think about United Airlines and what they've been up to.
Oh my God!
His lip cut, dragged off a United jet for refusing to give up his paid seat.
Oh my God! Look at what you did here!
It's become an absolute PR disaster for United. They've had millions of views on the video of the guy being taken off the plane, they've been slammed online, and it's hit their share price. So risk, and therefore mitigating that risk, can quite often be sorted out in advance. So if you think about it, United's had several opportunities to avoid getting themselves into this mess. They are around the time of writing and reviewing their policies that allow them to do this, how they've communicated the policy to their staff and their contractors and their clients. They could have talked to people at the online check-in, they could have talked to people at the ticket counter or the gate, but instead we've seen what happens. So they've said they'll work to make this right, but let's remember how many opportunities they've missed actually to avoid getting into this situation. So how do you avoid doing a United? You can control a fair amount of this, but it does take some effort, and you usually need to go back to the source. So if you're a business owner or a manager, you need to look at all your policies and procedures, understand how they're going to be viewed by the average person, and you need to be knowledgeable about how they would be carried out by your company. I'm not talking about legalities here, I'm talking about the execution. Appreciate that risk isn't always obvious, it's not where you think it will be, and it's actually not on many people's radars. But it is on the radar for your PR people. They're highly attuned to risk in all sorts of situations, it's built into their DNA. So get them in early and listen to them, whether they are in-house counsel or whether you contract strategic advice through an agency such as us at Agency Communications. Your first phone call should always be to your PR person, in-house or to an agency. Your reaction and language is incredibly important. People have pilloried United around their language, saying they were re-accommodating a passenger. So just remember, your average person doesn't have a tolerance for this sort of corporate speak. Don't blame the victim. These days there's always usually video evidence, so you can look very much like an idiot and lose respect. And remember that just because you might have it in one of your policies doesn't mean it's right. Unfortunately for United, frankly, it would have been better if they crashed a plane. There would have been less of a PR disaster. These guys will now forever be enshrined in PR case studies. PR people around the world are going to unpack what they have and haven't done, and they will find themselves being a case study for PR students around the world forever. So if you don't want to become an ongoing case study for PR, get your PR people in the room early and listen to them.